Meandering through Devon and Cornwall. Watch on to see what this is about. Well, in my last video I took you through the little historic harbour of Port Levan, and unfortunately I mucked up my camera settings and so it didn't come out very well. But I'm diving from the campsite where I stayed that night, and I'm going to drive through Port Levan again and round the edge, the end of the little village, little harbour, and you can see that with better quality. And then I'm off on my meandering. Well, taking a drive now along the narrow road that goes alongside the harbour. You can see the inner harbour is dried out, but there's some water in the outer harbour, and it's all natural harbour out there. You can see from the number of cars that there are here, and bear in mind it's out of season, so don't come into town thinking you're going to be able to park if you're in the height of summer. But there are parking places dotted around just on the outskirts of the town. And the tower at the end there is the tower on which the memorial is for Guy Gibson of the Dam Busters. And I just stopped here for a couple of minutes, and then I carried on again round the corner, round the headland, and that's where the breakwater is that I rode out onto in my last video. And you can tell probably by the sound of the engine and the concentrated look on my face that it is very steep and very narrow, and poor old Gwendolyn is not the slimmest of vehicles. Oh, a nice beach down there. And just up here there is a car parked on the W lines, making the road even narrower. But I can get through there, can't I? Of course I can. Come on, Gwendolyn. Oh, yes, that was the wing mirror. Unfortunately it didn't do any damage, just pushed it back. But now, on the way again, and approaching the little town of Helston, came across this rather nice looking pleasure lake, or Lido. Looks like it might be a place worth visiting again. Today's, for me, is just a day of meandering. The weather's not particularly good, quite cold outside, and I've come down to Falmouth, which to me means two things. First of all, in 2001, on my way to Sweden on my boat Norcella, I'd had a very, very rough crossing from Wales down to Land's End, and then along the south coast of England, Cornwall, and my first stop here was here in Falmouth. And we used to get here. We had along the south coast, it was really good going, and we were accompanied by dolphins. It was very nice. But bleep, bleep. I took a wrong turning. Now I don't know where I'm going to end up. Anyway, and we arrived here in Falmouth. Really grateful to have somewhere to shelter. And we went alongside a pontoon, and there was a chap the other side of the pontoon, and he watched us mooring. And when we got all the lines on, he said, "You can't stop there, mate. That's where the lifeboat comes in." So we moved one boat length along, and the lifeboat never turned up all night. Anyway, that was my memory of Falmouth. The other thing about Falmouth that struck me is it's an example of a missed opportunity. Many years ago, it was suggested that Falmouth could become a big container terminal, and the large ships could come in here with their containers, unload, and then it could be distributed into European ports on smaller boats, which would save the big carriers miles and miles of travelling. And then it never happened. And instead, Europort in the Netherlands took over, and they made all the hay. They got all the benefit. Terrible shame. But this is a big harbour here, and deep water. It would have been ideal. There we are. And we're going to go down and find somewhere that park for night. It says it's a good place to stop. I don't know whether you can stop overnight, but you can certainly stop there for a while, and that's what I'm hoping to do. Oh, I don't know whether I'm supposed to go down here. Anyway, we'll try it. There are quite a few interesting looking independent shops along here. I know some people who would love to browse them. I don't actually remember this part of town. Oh, I'm not supposed to go down there. From 11 AM until 4 PM, and it's now 11:15, so I suppose I could go down there. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Well, this is certainly not what I expected to find, because nothing like the bit that we saw, and I really don't know what I'm going to do now, because I don't think I'm allowed to go down. I just have to see if I can find somewhere else to park. Oh, there's a place there. Look, I can get in there. What does that say? Limited to 30 minutes. Well, I've had a bit of a think, and in view of the weather and the forecast and everything else, I think I might as well start heading back into England proper, no, rather than Cornwall, and then on to Wales. So I've decided to go and see something that I haven't seen for many, many years, and it's now a museum, Dartmoor Prison. And according to Waze, it's 1 hour and 55 minutes away, 78 miles. So we'll give that a try, okay? Set that up, and we'll be on the way there. I might stop for a cup of coffee somewhere on the way. Right, anybody else coming that way? Nope. Drive round the town and back up where we came from. So actually it is a lot more to it, this place, than I expected. We just stopped down by the docks before. Well, I said I was going to stop and have a cup of coffee, but I'm going to do this instead. I've arrived at a place called Bodmin Airfield, up on the top of Bodmin Moor, and there's a flying club, and it says down there there's a cafe, so we're going to see if the cafe is open. Well, there's a sign saying it's down this way towards the control tower there by the look of it. And there it is. And yes, it's open. I wonder what I can get here. Well, it's a nice looking clubhouse. A good variety of food on offer. So I ordered sausage, egg and chips. And then I had a little look around. Very, very pleasant clubhouse. Very friendly people. And I did get to meet somebody rather special that you'll see in a minute. It was Nigel, who was one of the directors of the club, and a chap called Chris, who has the most amazing little aeroplane. But first, my sausage, egg and chips.
You go down the steps.
Right, I'm not all that fast because I've got arthritis in my hips.
These are both the same, so we'll have a look at this is the club hangar
Right.
in here, and our latest purchase as a club is this auto gyro that's in here. That arrived yesterday.
Oh, the chap guy on the counter who's telling me about that.
Arthur, yeah. Oh, here we are.
Oh. Oh, look what's down here. An Oscar, which is what my father took me up in 1949, and this is from 1946. Lovely old plane. Another little self-builder there.
This is a little SD1. It's have you heard of SSDR?
Yes, I have.
Deregulated?
Yeah. Ah, lovely.
Very sweet little aeroplane, but with an awful exhaust note. Dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Okay, he's a Polish guy that you met just now upstairs. He's an artist. He goes to the Edinburgh Fringe and all over the place. But he got the original Flying Flea book, 1930s.
Yeah.
And he turned it into an art project. So he built a flea, but as a what are you? You're putting the breeze blocks back. Yeah, he's built a flying flea, but as an art project, and you'll be knocked out by it. Actually, careful coming in here. So this is another 1946 Ulster.
Yeah.
That's literally just had its permit done. Now I think the dope's wet on here, but so As I said, this is an art project, but every one of these sheets of paper has something to do with Chris on it, I gather, hasn't it?
Sorry?
Have all these pieces of
You've
newspaper?
got some local newspaper article about me.
Something, yeah.
But also this one actually has got the plane on it.
I'm going to keep out of the way while you
okay.
two guys talk about this.
Right.
And I think then you're done, sort of thing. I'll leave you if you're happy.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much indeed.
Right, nice to meet you anyway.
Yes, I think I judge a place by its sausages, and those sausages were good.
He's a young chef, Matt. He's very, very good.
Yeah.
He used to chef at Bodmin jail, but it's it's a boutique hotel. You stay in the cells.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah, we've had all the jokes about porridge, but I'll catch up with you later.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much indeed. So Nigel, you said in art.
Yeah, so I made. I
you
actually
do
started making this while I
Edinburgh
was.
Fringe.
Sorry.
Edinburgh Fringe.
I have been to the Edinburgh Fringe, yeah, but I made this at art college. I studied sculpture, but then I've been to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival talking about it. I do this.
Oh, I see. You're not a singer or in a band.
No. I'm supposed to be like a storyteller. I'm good at talking, although I'm not a very good example now.
Oh, this is fascinating.
So all of these are. I had this concept about working with publicity, so it was all. So if you look at each one's got like an article about me on it somewhere.
Oh, amazing!
That's a tank made out of constable prints.
Right.
You know, the hayway and things like that, because it's already camouflaged. And, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. So, is it you actually going to fly it?
Oh, I have flown it. Yeah, not very
What,
far.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, it has flown.
Oh yeah, I made this a long time ago. Yes, but I haven't done anything with it for a long time. So
Right.
I didn't go. I went down the runway, took off, and landed again.
So where's the fuselage and what?
Over here, if you can squeeze past the end of that Oscar.
Oh right. Oh, I love that. And it actually took to the air.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Take that coat off it, get a better shot.
Oh. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so I've just been reassembling it all.
And does the engine still run?
Yeah, it was okay when I last used it. Obviously, it hasn't run for a long time. It does need a battery as well.
What sort of engine is it?
It's from a Citroen 2CV.
Oh, what's it?
Citroen 2CV?
Oh,
Yeah.
600cc,
That's it, yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I love the clock.
That's a barometer. Apparently, you can use as an altimeter.
Right.
And these, they're not connected at the moment, but that's your variometer.
Right.
It's connected to this thermos flask on the front, and you cover that hole, and the ink should either descend or ascend. This one's connected to the pitot, which is somewhere else in there. Oh yeah. Pitot.
Oh, that's wonderful. Have you watched any of Algie Yates's? He's building this Fisher's biplane.
Oh well, no, I haven't.
Not quite the same as this.
No.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But you know about the plane, don't you? The original design was Henry Lee. It was a kind of idealistic aeroplane design. So
Yeah.
he wrote this book on how to build your own plane, but then there's no rudder bar, for example. So he kind of simplified it so that people like me, who know nothing about flying, can theoretically get in it and teach themselves how to fly. So this is the pages of the book here on the rudder.
Oh, wonderful.
No, you see there's like a chapter.
Yeah.
That's the chapter on how to make the propeller. But this is the last chapter here, how to fly. Over a week.
Fantastic idea. A lot of fun.
And again.
Oh,
I thought that would make you
it's
smile.
just the sort of thing I would have done when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. I say it's like kid people used to make go-karts with pram wheels.
Yeah.
I always say it's a very very sophisticated kids pram wheel go-kart.
Yeah. Well, that was a turn up for the books. That was really, really interesting. And Algie, Nigel, one of the directors of the club here, he knows your channel and follows you. So it was very interesting. But now, let's get on the road again and off to Dartmoor Prison. Well, I started out today saying that this was going to be a day of meandering, and it certainly has been, because Princetown, the Dartmoor Prison Museum was closed, and I couldn't find anywhere decent to stay around there. The car parks where I thought I was going to be able to go back to were all no overnight parking. So I decided to come to a place called Tintagel, and there's a campsite here, and there was also a field where you could stop for the night. The field is closed, and the campsite was closed. So I was really cheeky, and I came down to the car park of Camelot Castle Hotel, and I went in and I said to the lady, "You're probably going to say no, but I'm going to ask anyway." And to cut the long story short, I paid £25 to stop in this car park for the night. But the views are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'll take you outside now and show you. I've got my back against the motorhome now, against Gwendolyn, and this is the view from the back window. Look, fabulous. And just here is the helicopter landing point. So if they have a helicopter tonight, I'm going to have to move a bit. And there's the hotel. Now, if you don't like silly little stories, I suggest that you fast forward to the end of the video, press the like button, and go and find something else. But if you do like funny little stories, stick around, because I'm in a place called Tintagel, and I have never been here before, but I've known about it for a long, long time because of this little story. A policeman doing his patrols just outside London saw a lorry parked in a Transport Cafe car park. It was the only lorry there, and he went into the cafe. It was in the morning, and there was one man sat at a table having his breakfast. A real good Transport Cafe fry up. Sausage, egg, chips, beans, black pudding, bacon, and fried bread. The sort of really healthy stuff that makes you look 60 when you're just really only 35. Anyway, the policeman went up to the man and said, "Excuse me, sir, is that your lorry outside, sir?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Would you mind telling me, sir, what sort of lorry it is, sir?" He said, "Well, it's a 10-tonner. He said, "I see, sir. So that's your 10-tonner outside, sir?" He said, "Yes." He said, would you mind telling me, sir, what you have on it, sir? He said, well, I've got toilet tissue. I see, sir. So you've got 10 tons of toilet tissue on your 10-tonner in the car park outside? He said, yes. What colour is the toilet tissue? He said. Well, it's tangerine tinted. I see, sir. So you have 10 tons of tangerine tinted toilet tissue on your 10-tonner in the car park outside, have you, sir? He said, yes. He said, where would you be taking it to, sir? He said, Tintagel. Ah, he said, I see, sir. So you're taking 10 tons of tangerine tinted toilet tissue on your 10-tonner to Tintagel. I said, yes. He said, whereabouts in Tintagel would you be taking it to, sir? He said, Tesco. Ah, I see. So you're taking 10 tons of tangerine tinted toilet tissue on your 10-tonner to Tintagel, Tesco's. He said, yes. Why would that be, sir? He said, because they're our sole agents. Our sole agents. Yeah, you probably haven't, but never mind. If you don't like little stories, you can give that one a thumbs down. But if you do, 2 thumbs up, please. Okay, bye-bye.